Well, media officer of the Super Eagles, Promise Efoghe, joins me live now to do a review of the the exit of the Chan Eagles from the tournament. Well, Promise, very pleased to know that you are with us. Well, these are not good times, to smile, but as you know, we are in the business of smiling, whether good or bad. Well, how did it happen that, throughout the tournament, the two games that they played, the Super Eagles B team could not even win a single game. They couldn't get a point.
How did it happen, you asked? It happened in 90 minutes. 90 minutes each. 90 minutes first against Senegal, 90 minutes against Sudan. That was how it happened. 5 goals conceded, none scored. And earlier today, Coach Eric Shell took responsibility for all that has happened here with the Chan Eagles at the African Nations Championship. It's considered as the worst outing for Nigeria at the tournament, and not a result that was expected. We all arrived in Zanzibar with a lot of hopes. We all arrived in Zanzibar with expectations. We all arrived in Zanzibar with promises. Because the last time Nigeria participated at this competition, we got to the finals and picked up a silver medal. And the expectations were, after a 6-year absence from the tournament, after a 6-year wait to return to the competition, we all thought this current crop of Chan Eagles would come to the party, come to confront Africa with the Nigerian spirit, with the Nigerian character, and then bring back home the trophy. Well, that hasn't happened because, this is football. Football, like biscuit, it can crack anywhere. Sometimes you hope to win, you don't win. Sometimes you don't hope to win and you get to win. That's what the game is all about. Well, it's been very moody in camp in the last 24 hours or thereabouts. The players are not happy with the performance. They are not happy with themselves. They are not proud of themselves with what happens. But then, it is the game of football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. 2 games against Senegal and Sudan. You take a look at the statistics and perhaps you think there are some positives. Positives in the sense that we have a coach who brought his own coaching philosophy and mentality to a Nigerian squad. We take a look at the statistics. We've got a team that can hold possession, a team that can string passes, a team that can dominate play. But one thing that has been missing, which a lot of persons have been talking about, is that penetrating pass, and which is the reason why the team has not been able to record a goal so far in the tournament. Look, they scored the goal, but it was ruled by VAR for offside. Maybe that would have been a turning point for the team. And sometimes when things like that happen, you get to score a goal and it is ruled out for offside or for whatever reason. That could really affect morale. It could shape in the way the team goes forward. But of course, as far as the game against Sudan is concerned, the general consensus here is that we give Sudan the 3 points. What did Sudan really do to deserve that win in a game that was dominated by the Chan Eagles? Two unforced errors in the first half gave Sudan a 2-goal lead. Another 2 errors in the second half gave them a 4-goal cushion. How do we explain this? All we can say to Nigerians is big apologies. We can try and do better next time.
Well, Promise, I'm pretty sure that Nigerian football fans are listening to you, of course, as you do apologize on behalf of the team. Well, as you mentioned in earlier, the team just didn't come to the party. And let me, ask this again. In your view, you have been in camp with the players. Was it a case of lack of motivation? Was it a case of, not sharing, same vision with the coach?
If we talk about motivation, I think what the presidency has been doing with our sport in recent time is enough motivation. When you hear about how much was given to the Falcons, hear about how much was given to the Tigress, the basketball team, here much is given to this sport president, to that sport person. I think that's enough motivation when you have at the back of your mind that if you go and conquer the world, or go and conquer Africa, you come back home and you have every reason to smile because of what the president is doing for sport at this time. I think motivation was not the case. You know, it wasn't just our day. It wasn't just our tournament. You know, you try to put a foot right, you put it wrong. You try to pull that foot right, you put it wrong. I mean, it just wasn't our tournament. It just wasn't our day. The coaching crew did everything possible. Prior to the game against Sudan yesterday, Coach Eric Shell motivated these players. I was right there in that meeting. He was speaking at the top of his voice. He was speaking at the top of his voice. You could see the emotions in him. You could see the passion in him. He was talking to these boys with so much passion. He told them critically, he said, this is the most important game of your life. He told them this is the most important football match in Nigeria. He told them this is the most important 90 minutes Nigeria will be watching. They want to see you guys go there and die on the pitch. Not literally dying, like losing their breath. He was telling them they should put their 110% in 90 minutes. In terms of motivation, Coach Eric Shell, in fact, I do not see or understand how else you can motivate a group of persons. I wasn't going to go on the pitch. I was touched by the things he was saying to the players. But unfortunately, you would agree with me, Ogino, that in the first 20-25 minutes of that game, it was all about Nigeria. But the tables turned the moment that goal was ruled out.
All right. Well, Promise. Well, what do we have to say? A number of people have said that, look, this isn't a good advertisement, you know, for the MPFL at all. Promise.
Well, they can say that. They may be right to say that, and they may as well be wrong to say that, because we would agree that the MPFL is work in progress. I mean, you don't birth a baby today and expect that child to become a university graduate tomorrow. You know, the MPFL under the current leadership is a work in progress. Refereeing has improved. Last season we saw a lot of away victories. Last season we saw a lot of away goals that were scored. Last season we did not hear stories of match fixing. We didn't hear stories of referees not paid their salaries or not paid their dues. You know, it is work in progress. You know, and when we begin to see the dividend of this work in progress, maybe in time to come. Maybe in time to come. But whoever says what we saw in Zanzibar is not the true advertisement of the domestic league in Nigeria, they may be right, and they may also be wrong. Yeah.
All right, Promise, media officer of the Super Eagles, many thanks indeed for sharing your thoughts with us.